Hello guys, it's Sturge Development. Today I'm going to be going over how to make a custom car livery. Today we're using the non-ULS 2018 Dodge Charger, and it's going to be FiveM ready, and it's going to be made by DFD the Dev. It has some cool features on it, like custom light patterns and custom handling line. It has a full interior, engine, reflective lights, all the good stuff. There's no known issues on it, but you never know, but it should be pretty smooth on installing your server. It shouldn't be any problems. It has some good extras on it too, and it has some updates that come on it. But what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to download this file. I recommend you WinRAR or Cool File Viewer. But I already have it downloaded, so I'm just going to open it up. But once you have it, downloaded and everything, just make sure to open it with whatever you have. But I'm gonna close this out. So I'm just gonna drag it on my desktop. You're gonna want OpenIV for this video, along with Adobe Photoshop. Those will be both put in the description, the link to the download. After you do that though, you're gonna want to open up the DFD Films 2018 Dodge Charger folder. After you do that, where you see template, drag the template out of the folder on your desktop. After you do that, you can close out of this, click on OpenIV, let that boot up. Might take a second, and then after you click Windows, this is kind of the part where it takes a second. But as it boots up, you're gonna want to have your file for the template. You're gonna want to put that into Adobe Photoshop once we get to that part. But you're gonna open folder. I'm gonna put it in pictures in my Dirty's Develop folder. I'm just gonna drag the DFD Films 2018 Charger in there, replace the files in the destination. It's because I've already done this tutorial, I'm just redoing it again. But yeah, I put it in my Dirty's Develop folder just for organization purposes. You don't have to do that, but that's just what I do. Make sure you have it selected, do select folder. Then you see where it says DFD 18 Charger, click that, go to stream. These are your main files. The YFT kind of shows the model of the vehicle, so it kind of shows you what it looks like. There's no livery for it because it's unmarked, but there will be as soon as we get it set up. But yeah, you can look in here once you're finished with the livery. You can kind of see the features in it. You can zoom in, kind of get close up of what it looks like, close up of the interior, and then you'll get a better look too when you complete your livery. And I'll also run it through my test server so you can kind of see what it looks like in the game. Don't worry about the high.yft, don't have to worry about that. Just the YFT, and then the YTD you're going to have to worry about. The YTD is kind of the components that go into the making the vehicle. The only thing we're going to need out of it is go click type and sign, and then this is where we're going to put the template once we finish it. But there's no template here currently because, like I said, it's unmarked. Exit out of that, and then you're going to go up here, and then I have a reference, and I'm using this, the Police Winderhurst Charger. I'm going to try replicating it the best I can. But before we start doing that, we're going to want to have Photoshop open. I'm already working on stuff, but once you open up your Photoshop, you're going to want to do new file, make sure it's 2048 by 2048, and then open up the template and put it in your Photoshop. Most of the time that just automatically does it for you. Once you put the image in, it just sizes it the way it already is. But I'm just going to go on the stuff I'm already working on. I just don't want to lose my progress. Along with, even if I click new, it just brings me to this. So I'm going to go to my desktop real quick, and I'm going to minimize that. I'm going to go to my icons. That's in my Dirty's Develop folder. So the template that we have is the Livery Charger Sign 1. I'm just going to take that and drag it in my uncompleted deliveries folder. Just drag it somewhere where you can easily access it and find it. Once you do that, open up Photoshop, click on your folder that you dragged into, and then it's going to be the Livery Charger Sign 1. Now I'm just going to drag it up here, and boom. Okay, so first things first, where it says keep this black, don't mess with that, just keep it black, and you shouldn't have any problems. So what we're going to do first is you're going to want to go down to the bottom right corner. There's going to be a box with a plus sign in the middle of it. Click that, and it makes a new layer. Make sure you're on layer 2 that you just made, and then you're going to want to go to your left corner, and then you're going to get the selection tool, and then you're going to drag it all across the template. Then after that, you're going to want to click on the fill bucket, fill color, and then we're going to match it up to this, so it's just going to be black. So we're going to make it black. This is what determines, this is the part where you're going to be choosing the main color theme of your template / livery. So this is the main color your car is going to be. But once you have this done, you're just going to click the little eyeball next to the layer, and then makes it invisible. Then after you do that, make sure you click on layer 1, so you're not going to be putting stuff on layer 2. Alright, so deselect it. Alright, once you do that, you're going to go to here. This is my reference. You guys don't have to do the same reference I'm doing. This is the one I'm doing for the video. It's easy, and it's not too hard to follow along. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold control and just zoom in. So it looks like it says, and here, 1 second, actually, let me just click on the image, that'd be easier. So it doesn't really say what it says at the back end of it, but I'm assuming it says obey, protect, and serve right there in cursive. So put that in there, and then it has a little flag icon and then a badge. I'm not gonna use the same badge, but I'm gonna use one that's kind of similar. Then it has a 30 right there, and then pretty simple design. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to click the T for text. I'm gonna be using probably Poppins, just because it's the best for this livery, for just because it matches up with this the best. But once you do that, you're gonna want to click Control, left click on it, and drag it where you want it. I'm gonna kind of drag in the center, how it has an image right there in the center, and then I'm gonna kind of expand the text so it fits it better. That's too much. Right, there we go. And I'm just gonna kind of expand it outwards, and then kind of drag in the center, tilt it, and then I'm just gonna kind of curve. There we go. Up. And then right there. See how that looks. Alright, it has it way longer. Alrighty. So now that we have that done, just center that better. I'm gonna change the color to a little darker gray. Something like that. There we go. Once that's done, now I'm gonna just make sure it's lined up how this is. They have theirs a little bigger, but it's fine if it's just small like this. This is just a tutorial. I'm just trying to do this fast, nothing too crazy. Now I'm gonna find something that kind of is in cursive, probably this one. It's a Go Print. I'm just gonna do to that. Do it up here. Change it to the cursive looking one. And I'm gonna put obey, protect, and then serve. So drag that kind of where it's lined up next to the other one. I'm just gonna kind of have it how they did in the picture, but just smaller. Alright, there we go. Alright, and then I spelled serve wrong. I don't know. I keep spelling things wrong. Alright, so I'll just get rid of that R at the end. There we go. Alright, so that's kind of how they had theirs up there for the door handle. I might bring it up a little more. Alright, there we go. So yeah, there's that little basic little setup with the text. Now I'm gonna go to my folder where I have my icons. I recommend you get some icons. They have people that gives that out on LSPDFR. You can also just find them online, and it's pretty easy to find. So we're gonna have this Los Santos badge. You know, it's based off Lyndhurst. Sorry if I mispronounced that. But I'm just gonna add Los Santos at the bottom under police. But they kind of have their logo at the end right here. How they had it. So leave like that. Yeah, it's kind of how it's pretty matched up, just different logo. I'm gonna add in Los Santos. I'm gonna change the font real quick. Now I'm just gonna make this smaller. Let's see how well it matches up. It's not too bad. I'm gonna make it a little smaller. It's a really basic livery, but just for tutorial, and it's just fast, easy to do, and easy to follow along. Okay, once you have that lined up how you want it, then you're gonna want to get the flag in the back, and then I'm gonna go to my icons folder again, and now I'm just gonna get the American flag I have, which is this one. I actually might use a different one just because that one's kind of poor. I thought I had a different one. Oh, here it is. Okay. So I'm gonna go to my remove background app. It's gonna be called remove.bg. I'm gonna go to show all files. I'm just gonna go to my pictures, and then this American flag I have right here, I'm just gonna get that background removed. And once that's done, I'm gonna actually, that did not turn out the way I wanted it to do. Okay, let me look up American flag transparent. Alright, let's see if I can find one that's transparent. Let's just see if this is transparent real quick. Let's see. Alright, so I'm just gonna use the lower end flag I had, and that's not as nice as I wanted it to be, but it's okay. Let me open up my pictures folder, go to my dirties develop folder, and then I'm gonna go to icons. And then I'm just gonna get the flag I have in here, which is this one. Alright, so I'm just gonna kind of minimize how it is. Let's see where there it is. So yeah, up there in the back. Just drag it down to size. And I'm just gonna drag it up here. And then yeah, it's right about where the headers. And then what you're gonna want to do actually is you're gonna want to right click on where it is, where layers are. Actually, make sure your layer 2 is under all the text and your logos and stuff. But since this is done now, now we're gonna duplicate stuff and put it on the other side. So I'm gonna duplicate the flag, just like so. Then you're gonna want to click Control, left click, and then drag it up. I'm just gonna drag it right here, simply just like that. And then I'm gonna duplicate the Los Santos logo or LSPD logo, and then I'm just gonna duplicate layer, hold Control, left click, drag up, and then put it where it was on the last one. So right here. Once that's done, now you can duplicate the text that you wrote that says police. I'm gonna duplicate that, and click OK. Drag it up to here, and yep, angle it up with the other one. Then you're gonna do the same thing with the Los Santos text you put, and then just find it and right click, and then go down to duplicate layer, click OK, get Los Santos, and just line it up with the other one. And then once that's lined up, actually I brought this up a little bit too high, and drag the piece down. There we go. And then I'm gonna add the obey, protect, and serve. Just find the text you did. Like I said, right click, duplicate layer, click OK, Control, left click, drag it, and then kind of line it up with how you had the last one. And there we go. Alright, so since that's done now, nothing really else I want to do. I might add in just like a little strip of reflective tape. I probably just will do color red since we're using all black, so I'm just gonna add it right here, and then we'll see how that looks once we get this out of here and put it through. Don't need that. Okay, so since everything's lined up now, maybe drag this down a little bit. There we go. Since everything's done now and we got it how we want it to be, you can touch up however you want. It's just a quick tutorial, nothing too crazy. I'm gonna drag this up a little bit. But now you're gonna want to click on layer 2 and then have it completely black, just like that. And then it should pop up like this. And then when you go to export it, click on File, go to Export, Export As. Make sure it's the sizing it needs to be. For this, it's 4096 by 4096. Depends on vehicles. Sometimes it's 48 by 2048. But for most of the time, it's 4096 by 4096. Make sure you export it as a PNG. Transparency is on, and then pretty much all the settings are there. Just make sure it's sized right, and then PNG. Click export. I'm gonna put it in my completed liveries folder under my dirties develop. click on complete liveries, and then I'm gonna click open, and then save, and then replace. After you do that, you can close out of Adobe Photoshop. I'm gonna minimize that. Open up OpenIV. You're gonna want to click on the YTD, and then you're gonna go to search textures. I cannot speak. Type in sign, and then go to Livery Charger sign 1. Actually, you need to go make sure your edit mode's on. So click on edit mode, click yes, and then it'll put you in edit mode. Then you can click on this, type in sign, go down to Livery Charger sign 1, click replace, go to the folder where you saved the template you just made, or the livery you just made, and then find it where it says Livery Charger sign 1. Make sure it's named the correct way as it is in OpenIV and the YTD. Click open, and then it pops in right there, and make sure you click save, or it won't save it. Let that load. Sometimes it loads faster than others. Sometimes it takes a little longer. Once you do that, click on the YFT so you can kind of view your work. So here's how it turned out. Not too bad. I probably would want to change the reflective tape I put in the back, but other than that, it looks okay. Definitely want a different flag in the back, but it's okay. It's just for tutorial video. But that's how it turned out. I'm gonna transition into me driving around in game, so you guys can kind of get a look of it when it's in game. That's the end of the tutorial. Unfortunately, the vehicle does not want to load in game; just makes you crash. But that doesn't matter. The point of the video was just showing you how to make a livery, and just giving you like an idea of how to do it and how to import it into OpenIV. But make sure to join the Discord for any support you may need in the future, or to buy one of our products. And along with that, thank you for watching.